Taking a look at the interest rates today, 10-year bond market. We're looking at a little bit of a rally today. After 2 days of selling pressure, we're seeing the 10-year bond market rally right around the 121.28 level today. We are seeing for the last month, though, a pretty consistent range when you look at the 10-year pricing and the yields. I can tell you when you go back to January 7th, we're seeing a low in the end of this range around 121 even, and the high end of the range for that March future around 122.16. Currently holding just below there right now in that 121.28 level, and that's an equivalent yield on the 10-year around that 2.7% level. And I can tell you some of the driving forces today, some of the news items that influenced the possible little bounce that we saw this morning was the ISM number. ISM non-services number came out, and that's when we saw the bond yields rally. Yields come in, bonds rally, and when you look at the activity there, looking at a number that was a little bit lower than expected. 56.7 was the reading. The expectation was for around 57.2, so a little bit lower, and again plays into that theme of slowing economic activity. We're seeing global slowing, and now we're continuing to see slowing numbers coming out of the government, particularly when you look at the ISM number and the ISM non-service number this morning. So again, as we moved into tonight's State of the Union address, some of the government and some of the Fed issues that market's still looking at. We certainly have the State of the Union address. The market will be very focused on that. I think a big talk today was about infrastructure. Is there going to be an infrastructure play rollout tonight? We'll have to see if that takes hold. Also, when you have some news items that broke over the last 24 hours, one was the fact that the Fed chairman sat down with the president for dinner last night, and also that included the Treasury Secretary and another Fed governor. Now, they indicated they did not talk about the interest rate environment at all, but they did talk about the economy. So I guess that's a one-off of basically discussing interest rates, even though they say they didn't formally discuss interest rates. So again, that market was, the market was pricing that in today as well as that news broke overnight. And tomorrow we have former Fed Chairman Janet Yellen, I believe, is speaking tomorrow in the afternoon. So another thing that the market's going to be focused on. But I think right now, as we move through the day, you got the State of the Union address, and we do have, again, that rally in the bond market pushing the yields right there around that 2.7 level.